Summit in game one today. And, partner, a chance for the Lady Lions to put together a very modest 2-game winning streak coming off that win. Running at the Cub, opening tip controlled by the Lady Lions. Jenna fires a 3 off the iron, but crashing the offensive glass was Olivia Richardson, but couldn't control. And the defenders will get their first look on offense. And watch out for Singleton. Number 34, Elizabeth Singleton. She dropped 45 on Penn State Wilkes-Barre a couple of weeks ago. 45.
Yeah, I'm looking at the stats you got there. Averages 23 and 9 per game, almost a 20-10 double-double. Very rare you see that.
Yep. I mean, and it doesn't matter who you're playing. I was talking to Rashawn Carlton just before we went on the air. And he said, hey, it doesn't matter who you play, where you play, who's on the court, who's not on the court. If you put up 45, that's a heck of a game.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
No light bulbs engaged on the scoreboard yet, under the team names anyway, as we get down about a minute into this one. The opener of the Pride, Spirit, and Honor. Here's Kendis from deep front rim, and that's rebounded by Allison Ayton. Oh, they're going to call her for traveling. Thought we might get a foul whistle there, but steps is the call.
Yeah, Jenna able to avoid that contact. Doesn't draw the foul there, forces the turnover there. Not a live ball turnover, but still a good turnover for Penn State Harrisburg. Get possession right underneath.
They get it up top to Kendis to start. Here's Jayla in the corner. Jayla had 13 down at Hood. Kendis for 3. That one's off the mark, rebounded by McKee. And Clark Summit will trot it up the floor, now push it a little bit, right down the paint. Scooping it up, drawing the foul was Serene Calderon. And she will get to the free throw line. Fouls on Kendis Butler.
Good job by Kendis coming over there. Not quite able to get outside that circle, but does a good enough job to make some contact. Doesn't allow the basket and the foul. Make them earn both from the free throw line.
Calderon can't convert the first one. Sophomore 5'5" out of Pembroke Junior and Senior High School in Corfu, New York. She's one of three sophomores on this team. Pretty balanced roster as far as class year goes. 3 freshmen, 3 sophomores, 2 juniors, and 3 seniors and a grad student. Nice backdoor cut and conversion for Bailey Omig.
Yeah, great cut there by Bailey, and a great draw and a great well-drawn-up play as well. You know, they're looking to defend that three-point shot. That's the bread and butter of Penn State Harrisburg, able to get Bailey on the back door for the easy layup.
And there's a layup missed by Calderon, rebounded by Jenna Montana, who got fouled by Katie McKee. Let's give credit to the assist by Olivia Richardson last time down the floor, too. Nice pass.
Mm-hmm.
Karita Morgan onto the floor for Clark Summit as McKee will head to the bench. About 2 minutes into this one, just 2-0. Lady Lions on top. Come in with a record of 2-3. There's a corner 3 on the way, and down it goes for Bailey Omig.
Great catch and shoot right there. Hands right where you needed them to be in the shooting position. Able to just catch that ball, turn the shoulders, get him square to the rim, puts it home for 3.
And they beat the pressure and get it down low for an easy bucket and nearly picked one off. But it will be Penn State Harrisburg basketball.
Great awareness by Singleton there, coming back off of that made basket. Penn State Harrisburg trying to push that one up, able to come back, get a hand on it, almost forces the turnover.
That was Karita Morgan on that last bucket for the visitors. This Clark Summit team was 23-5 last year. They won this CSAC and got their ticket to the NCAA D3 women's tourney. They lost in the first round, but they got there. Jayla's shot off the mark. Jenna Montana had the rebound but missed the stick back, and here comes Singleton with the dish nicely And converting the bucket is Calderon.
Great job there by Singleton. Grabbed that rebound. Looking like Charles Barkley on the fast break. Able to dish that one off, get the layup, and a great take there by Jada. Just not able to get it to go with the left.
One chance only for the Lady Lions that time down the floor. Got to watch out for Allison Ayton as well, number 23 for Clark Summit, who commits a traveling violation. They will turn it over, but Ayton had 20. They're coming off a home win over Cedar Crest on Tuesday, 77-59. Allison Ayton scored 20 points Tuesday night and eclipsed the 1,000-point plateau.
Congratulations.
Look at Gianni right to the hoop. Boy, the sea parted, and she just took it right to the bucket.
It did not look like the defense was quite aware of what was going on there. Great job by Gianni being able to take advantage, get the easy layup.
Off the mark on the three was Ayton. That's the 1,000-point scorer. Now let's talk about Johnny a little bit. I mean, still playing that role coming off the bench and producing, the leading scorer at 15.8 a game, and there's another two.
Great take there with a little bit of a hesitation on the spin, open that lane up for her, and that's a tough finish and a great take there. I think you mentioned it on the last broadcast, as Bailey's going to pick up the foul, trying to go for the steal there. Got to go with the inside hand. That way you don't make the body contact if you don't wind up getting the ball. But you mentioned it last game, partner. She enjoys that bench roll. And a lot of people, it's not necessarily a lot of people, but a good amount enjoy that, being able to come off the bench. The flow of the game's already been established. You're able to come in, pick up right where the flow of the game is.
Singleton, wow, looked a little crazy, but she was in control and able to lay it in high off the glass.
Got some English on that one.
They're going inside to Michaela Wright, and she converts.
Good job there by Michaela, able to get that post position, able to grab it, turn, and get the layup to go.
A little bit of a wild pass down the floor. They got away with it, and Allison Ayton steps up, makes the mid-range two.
And 2-on-1 situation there. Siani Red Howard not quite sure what to do. Went back to guard the rim, which is the right play. Just got to hope you get some more gray jerseys down there so someone could go ahead and take the basketball.
Handoff outside Omig, now Jayla, and inside they go to Wright again. Lost it. Loose ball corralled by Penn State Harrisburg, and Siani Red Howard drains the three from the left corner.
Great job there by Siani, being able to catch and shoot that one right away, gets it to go.
Ayton answers with a three ball of her own.
Say we're over the sluggish start, partner.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's 14-11. All kinds of lights on the scoreboard. 'Tis the season. I put some lights up out front this afternoon.
You waited till after Thanksgiving. I got to respect it there as Jayla gets that one to go from the corner. My brother would shake your hand. That's one of his biggest pet peeves is people who put the lights out before Thanksgiving.
Yep, I'm in that camp. Let's get through the Thanksgiving holiday first, and then have at it. So that was the chore. Thankfully, today's game was the 5 o'clock start, not the 1 o'clock start.
Ooh, yep.
Turned it over. I noticed Singleton a few times already in this one. Has taken a little bit of liberty with that, and it hasn't been called, but it was there. He was an assistant coach down at Franklin and Marshall on the women's side, and a 2004 alum of Western Connecticut State. Marvin Evans at the helm for Clark Summit. Michaela Claggett onto the floor, brought it up, gave it to Siani. Hard to the hoop down the left side, gets the bucket.
And just great job there by Siani, being aggressive, able to take advantage of the open space, gets it to go with the left, and great job there getting a hand on that pass, and they're going to say off Clark Summit.
I was supposed to mention in the pregame open, but we didn't have very much time as they got the ball in the air pretty quickly, but I wanted to say hello to Sydney and Riley and the Patrick family. Not able to be here at the Cub because they're celebrating Family Thanksgiving today while Dad's coaching the Lady Lions.
I'm sure Dad's going to be trying to come home with a win as Gianni with a strong take on the inside gets that one to go, hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, Coach Patrick said make sure you say hello to them. He said they're all together, about 20 people or so, celebrating Thanksgiving. He said they will be live streaming. And Gianni, good form to convert the old-fashioned three. Penn State Harrisburg opens up an 11-point lead. And 22 on the board with still 3 minutes to go in the first. Siani nearly gets the steal. Ayton left corner. That was actually a long two. And it's going to be out of bounds off Siani. So defenders basketball, 16 seconds on the shot clock with a baseline inbound. Oh, and that entry pass picked off by Claggett. And she's whistled for a double dribble.
Ooh, tough call there by the official. I guess maybe he's saying she dribbled it as she slapped it down as the pass, picked it up and counted that as the dribble maybe?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I didn't see a violation, but partially screened. Sometimes we get a good look at action, and other times there's players and bodies and referees and coaches in the way. Here's Ayton with another one. Track down floorboard. And Singleton inside. Hoop and harm.
That's just frustrating as a defense. You do a good job boxing everybody in on the inside there, but that ball just takes a long bounce off the rim, and a good job by Singleton taking the contact, being able to put it home, looking for an and-one opportunity.
And she converts it, leading scorer at 23.2 a game. Down the floor quickly, Penn State Harrisburg. Gianni brings it to the logo, and they get things set up. Drive down the left, and a nice pass inside, and another one as two passes down low, and Siani Red Howard is the beneficiary with the bucket.
Yeah, great offense there overall by Penn State Harrisburg. Mikhail does a great job driving baseline.
3 games in 3 days, Pards. Whew. Ladies today and tomorrow, and the men Monday night.
They are working hard.
Then we can take a month off, though. Here's Kendis. Got her defender in the air, but gave it back to Gianni. They spread it out a little bit. Gianni with the drive. Pass was deflected. Tracked down by Paige Kubalak. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Jenna's going to have to fire. She does. Had a good look. Back rim, and Kendis is out of there with a second chance. She'll try it.
Gets that one to go.
Hey, Jenna, watch this. That spot you just missed from, bang, that's how you do it.
I think they were playing horse
I was going to say, Jenna's got the H, right? 27-14, under 2 to go. First quarter. There's a three-pointer for Serene Calderon. She averages 15.4 a game, so, if it wasn't for Singleton going crazy at 23.2, there's Calderon to pick up whatever slack is left over.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a good shot there. Way to relocate after Singleton was able to draw the defense in, and a great kick out.
Jenna on the right wing. Entry
Great
pass. Yeah, great pass and a finish for Allie Walton. I mean, when she pulled the ball up from her hip, I thought it's going up because she's going to try to get a letter for Kendis.
Yeah, and that was a great roll by Allie Walton, though, as well. I heard Rashawn Carlton through the headset saying that, and Jenna, almost with a little bit of a ball fake, like you said, thought she was going to go up with the shot there, froze both of those defenders, which left Allie wide open on that roll.
Ooh, big collision. Johnny's a little shaken up. Right forearm as she tried to make that steal. She will stay down on the floor.
I wonder if, with her holding the shoulder area, kind of that upper arm, have to wonder what exactly happened on that collision.
Okay, play back on. We're in the final minute. They will tend to Gianni Correa on the table below us. There's a drive and a dish. Here goes Singleton. Slip to the ground, and they're going to call Siani, and that's just incidental contact, but
unfortunate there. I think Siani got the ball, but Singleton slipping as Siani gets the ball in there. They're going to think that was the contact.
Singleton on the line with 36.3 to go. Buries the first one. And Singleton converts a pair. Speaking of free throws, Lady Lions had 27 free throws in that game at Hood on Tuesday night. They got to the line. They made about 2 out of every 3. I'm sure Coach Patrick would like to see a higher percentage. Kendis all alone at the top. Why not? I'll fire it up there.
And you leave Kendis open more times than not. She's going to be able to get it to go.
Yep. Tried to trap, couldn't get the turnover. Here is Singleton for 3 right wing. And she bangs that one home.
Answers that one right back there. You got 3 seconds left.
Here's Kendis, fire, and I believe Ayton got a piece of that one. And buzzer sounds, Penn State Harrisburg with a 10-point lead, 32-22. What are we heading here for, 128-88?
Could be a great shooting quarter for both teams there. Penn State, 13 of 20 overall, 65%. 5 of 10 from the three-point line, puts him at an even 50. Clark Summit, 8 of 14, shooting it at 57. And then 3 of 7 from downtown, man. They are lighting that scoreboard up here early on. They're making me eat my words a little bit. I thought this was going to be a bit of a sluggish start. They came out and said, what are you talking about, Eric? We're out here. We're ready for this. We've been ready.
Yeah, like the first 2 minutes were sort of like that, I think, what you were talking about. And then you mentioned it at the time. It was like, boy, all of a sudden it went from no score yet to 14-11 in a matter of like 2 minutes. But it's good to see Penn State Harrisburg with a nice shooting percentage.
Yeah, and they're doing a good job.
But the Lady Lions, on a few occasions this year, have not shot it so well. But they look pretty in the groove so far today, as Messenger missed the shot. Held ball situation, possession arrow to Penn State Harrisburg. So Jayla Galbraith will run the controls out there with Bailey Omig, Jenna Montana. Here's Jayla for 3 short. Olivia Richardson nearly with the offensive glass, and Kendis is out there hustling back on defense. Triple on the way, down it goes, Allison Ayton.
Good job by Singleton in transition. She seems to be very comfortable being able to get those rebounds, get that steal, take that ball up, and make some plays in transition. She's done a good job here in the first half.
Nice cut backdoor by Jayla. Jenna Montana found her, but she couldn't convert. One look only for the Lady Lions that time. Pump fake and a drive, scoop with the left, and a score for Ashlyn Messenger. Oh, it's got banged on the arm and just was hoping there wasn't any type of broken bones situation, but the attention is now right shoulder.
You can see they're doing the range of motion exercises. You usually do that, try to have the player go through those arms all the way straight out, then you go in front of the body all the way straight up, try and see if A, you can get the full range of motion in the shoulder, and then B, if you can, what's the pain threshold? They'll ask you on a scale of 1 to 10, see just exactly how bad it is.
There's a three-pointer right wing, rolls off the iron, miss for Omig. Johnny was in some serious pain. She's got it together now. And nothing but net from beyond for Serene Calderon. And it's a 2-point game.
Yeah, Clark Summit has come out strong here. 8-0 run to start the second quarter.
Jenna Montana will try for 3. No. Defenders have the rebound as Morgan cleared the glass. And a chance to tie things up or move ahead. And that happened pretty quickly. Ayton finds Messenger. No. Crashing the glass and knocking it out of bounds was Calderon. It will be Lady Lions basketball.
And good job there by Calderon going after and crashing that offensive glass. If you're Bailey, she looks like she's going straight for the basketball as that's coming off the rim. You got to find the body and box out there.
Some pressure down the floor. Lady Lions beat it pretty easily. Kendis waits for help. Gets it from Richardson. Tried to pass Macy Carroll, but couldn't collect it. And the Lady Lions turn it over.
I think Richardson was trying to turn that corner. Everything would have been wide open for her. Would have had an easy layup opportunity. I think she got a little ahead of herself looking at how wide open the paint was.
All the way over the top they go. And now back to the left side, Ayton. And rattles in and out. That's that unfriendly hoop to our right, kicking that one out. Macy pulls up for three and knocks it down.
She gets that one to go. Coming in right off the bench there. No hesitation whatsoever. Nothing but net.
Ayton will tee it up again. Doesn't get the roll. Lady Lions clear it out of there. Here comes Jayla.
And good job there by Bailey. Got underneath. Looked like that was going to be an easy rebound for Singleton. But Bailey comes in, gets a good box out. Able to get Penn State Harrisburg possession.
Another three.
Gets that to go.
Bang for Bailey Omig. They are shooting it today. And here's a drive beating that pressure down the floor, but Messenger couldn't finish. Here goes Jayla again, right to the glass. Slays it in.
Great take there by Jayla in transition. A little bit of that Euro step, able to bring the ball over and then cradle it back. Gets that one to go, and a great job by Richardson on the other side defensively as well. Wasn't able to get over into that outside that restricted area, but kept her arm straight up, avoided contact. A good contest to force that miss, and then the transition bucket.
That one rolls in and out. So Lady Lions have stretched it back out to 10 again quickly. These, ebb and flow of this game doesn't seem to be taking long for either team to make their runs. Two chances for Clark Summit. Ayton. No. Scrambling Singleton. Got banged a little bit by, we'll see who they call it on. I think Richardson probably. Nope. Should have just waited. It was Macy Carroll.
Man, great effort by Singleton there. Running around all over. I think started out at the three-point line. Was able to get a hand on that one. Recovers it in the corner. Draws a foul. Right around the elbow area. Great effort there.
Caroline Winkle checks in for Clark Summit wearing number 14. She is actually her and her sister, both on the roster. The Winkle sisters from Ocean City, New Jersey.
Every team's got one.
Yep. So Clark Summit will inbound in the backcourt. Following that last one that got tipped away, and Singleton will work against Jayla Galbraith, and she walked with it. Wanted to throw the pass, and then I think she just hesitated afraid that it was going to be stolen by Macy Carroll, and took that extra step.
Just that half a second there, that slight hesitation. Good defense there. Good job by Macy. Good job by Jayla.
Jayla and Kendis on the right now. Kendis brings it to the left and gets it to Siani up top. 10 on the shot clock. Siani drives, throws it up off the glass, off the iron. Singleton the board. Defenders will try to eat into that 10-point Penn State Harrisburg lead. About halfway through the second quarter. And they're going to say that Calderon stepped back and on the sideline right in front of the Penn State Harrisburg bench.
You got to watch that as a shooter. It does happen a lot sometimes in that corner. As you go for that pump fake there, you move your foot back ever so slightly. You just got to be of where you're at in relation to that sideline.
Johnny Correa sporting a sling now down below us. Jayla took it to the hoop, got knocked to the hardwood, so she will go back to the line. So I'm guessing if a player's in a sling halfway through the second quarter, odds are they're probably not going to see her back this afternoon.
I would imagine not. Hopefully it's nothing too serious and we could see her back for tomorrow's action.
A little strong on the first free throw. Well, Gianni came in, second semester last year and showed some flashes like, okay, she's going to help this team. And right from the get-go this year, she has just been awesome.
And provided a great scoring punch off the bench, able to just does a great job. Does a great job in that full court press as well. What we've seen from the Lady Lions for just about a game and a half thus far, does a good job providing that pressure up top on that full court press.
Singleton does it herself. Tried to find 8, and it was tipped away by Jayla Galbraith. They're going to call jump ball. The one ref was screened, and he asked for help. And the other one said, I couldn't see it from where I was. Let's look to the third ref. The third ref was having a conversation with Coach Patrick. So it's probably the best solution. Okay, jump ball. Let's go to the possession arrow.
Fortunate for Penn State Harrisburg. That one looked like Jayla got a hand on that one.
Yep.
And now Penn State Harrisburg, they're going to get the possession arrow in their favor.
Singleton kicks it outside, Ayton for 3. Not this time. Offensive glass, though, and the putback, Caroline Winkle. 9-point lead, Lady Lions. Jayla resets from the outside. And some contact down low. Foul is going to be called on Kailani Araneva. Bailey Omig to the bench as Michaela Wright back onto the floor. They want to get Macy Carroll back in, too. They do. Paige Kubalak to the bench. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Baseline inbound for Jayla. Finds Kendis. Wanted to take that corner, but Singleton got on her pretty quickly. Jayla from the right wing buries it.
That one looked good from the minute Jayla started going up there. Everything just from her body language to how she went straight up there. Beautiful arc on that one. And she got it to go.
No hesitation, confident, catch and shoot. And there's one from Singleton. Little strong, and Siani's up to corral the rebound. Here they come 2-on-1. Siani tried to go up to the basket, but got fouled by Kristen Winkle.
A good take by Siani. Like to see her pitch that one ahead to Jayla there. You got that 2-on-1 advantage. Get that ahead to Jayla. Force that defender to have to go guard Jayla, and Jayla will just give it right back to you there as you're trailing from behind.
Siani will get a couple of free throws. 3:57 to go, second quarter. One out of 2. Michaela Claggett. I need to correct myself. Claggett, not Claggett. Soft G for Michaela. 13-point cushion for the home team. Singleton double teamed as soon as she got across midcourt. Good job by the Lady Lions pressure defense there. In the corner they go, and that long 2 was blocked. That was Winkle, but they get another crack at it. An extra step in the paint, Ashlyn Messenger.
And just that slight hesitation that it looked like they know where they want to go with the ball, but they're just not quite sure, and they're not being as decisive as maybe they should be.
Coach Patrick has already had 12 players see action in this one. Siani takes it to the bucket and draws another foul. This one's on Singleton. Singleton's first foul of the game. Leading scorer in the game with 10 points. She comes to the bench. She has 10, 5 boards, 5 assists already, Singleton. We shooting free throws early tomorrow morning?
Something. After the game, maybe after the second game, perhaps.
That's what Giannis was doing the other night, wasn't he? Game was long over. He went out and practiced his free throws.
The Sixers? After that Sixers game,
Is that what it was? That game it was?
I think hopefully we have nobody throwing down ladders.
Yeah. Turnover by the defenders. The Lady Lions basketball with 3:10 to go. Singleton right back onto the floor as Kristen Winkle comes to the bench. Clark Summit will fall back into the half court. Katie McKee, starter, number 4, back onto the floor. So Michaela Clagett will run the controls. They want to get it set up down low for Michaela Wright, and there it is. Turns to the paint and kicks it outside. Siani rattles it home.
Gets that one to go. Again, great catch and shoot, though, as Michaela almost comes up with the steal on the baseline. But Siani, again, good catch and shoot. Very similar to Jayla a few possessions back. Hands in the right spot, just caught it. Straight up and down, good arc, got it to go.
9 threes for Penn State Harrisburg, and Singleton threw it away. Thought she had help over toward the bench, but out of bounds it goes.
And not a good job there by Singleton. Dribbled right into the double team and then immediately picked up her dribble. Granted, someone's got to be able to come back, make themselves available, but don't dribble right. Of
course, those football starts aren't announced until, 7 to 10 days before the game?
I think so. So we got to blame them. We had this schedule
That's right.
months in advance.
This one was in the books, yep. Siani down low, turns and scores.
And good job there by Siani. 2 dribbles, forces Singleton back a little bit, able to go right up, puts it home.
And pressure down the floor causing some problems. Page knocks it away, but they get it across with a couple of seconds to spare. And now with this inbound, they'll be able to go backcourt if they want to, but they don't. They keep it here. Ayton down low now. Ball movement, everybody touching it. Now Singleton working against Clagett, drives, throws it up off the glass and scores.
Good take there by Singleton. A little bit of an in-and-out move. Good drive, gets that one to go.
Kendis with a bomb, and down it goes for Kendis. NBA three-pointer right there.
Confidence, nothing but net. Saw that net pop up a little bit there. Good hands by Michaela.
And problems again, but again, Clark Summit gets it into the front court. Singleton. Drive, fakes the pass, a little bit of a Euro, and banks it in again. Singleton going crazy.
A strong take, great finisher on the inside. Singleton is. We've seen that here in the first half, a couple of those tough buckets.
Kendis will try it again from the left side. That one was off the mark, and they're going to get Page on a reach. Boy, that last Kendis 3, though, that's like Janelle Brown territory.
Yeah, it was
from a couple of years ago.
It's around the logo, I'd say, behind the little volleyball post, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, she was way out, but stepped right into it and knocked it down.
Again, confidence, though. Looked a lot, very confident going up with that one, like we've seen throughout the entire first half from the Lady Lions.
And there's a steal. It's 2-on-3, now 2-on-4. Clagett didn't know anybody was behind her. Didn't get stolen. Michaela Wright gets it to Kendis again. Clagett saved it, but saved it to Clark Summit, and Siani's going to pick up a reach.
A tough one for Siani there, just trying to go after that loose ball, just some incidental contact, but officials got to call it.
47.6 to go until halftime. Defenders inbound in the backcourt, and Penn State Harrisburg waits for them across the midcourt line. Clagett defending Singleton. And then Michaela Wright after the screen, and Singleton threw it away. Caught Katie McKee a little bit flat foot over there, and out of bounds it went.
It looked like Singleton was going for that drop-off in that short corner area. Not sure if maybe it got tipped or that pass was just off the mark, but looked like Singleton drew those defenders up, was looking for the pocket pass in that short corner.
Paige Kubalak going to get some work on the ankle down below. Clagett to the hoop. No, they scramble for it. They're going to say it's off of Clark's Summit. Lady Lions will inbound. The shot clock is unplugged. There's 17.6 to go in the second quarter. Candice inbound, got picked off by Ayton. And it was poked away from her, but a foul will be called on Michaela Clagett.
Fortunate whistle there, I think, for Clark Summit. Looked like a little bit of contact, but looked like Clagett really wasn't quite sure where her teammate was as she was letting that one go.
Into the inside at final 10 seconds. Here's Ayton. Long way out. Pulls up from in front of the Penn State Harrisburg bench at the Bucks. Partner, what are you seeing on the stats?
Every team shooting it well still, you know what I mean? You would think looking at the stats just from the field goal percentage, be a pretty close game. Clark Summit, 46% from the field, 35% from downtown, but Penn State Harrisburg just lights out, 57% from the field, 10 of 20 from the three-point line, another 5 of 10 quarter from them. The biggest difference, it's the turnover battle. Penn State Harrisburg has been able to force 12 turnovers, and they were able to get 14 points off the 12 turnovers there. If Clark Summit is able to reduce that number down a little bit, they'll be in good shape. And credit to Penn State Harrisburg as well. Only 4 turnovers for them in the first half, so they're doing a good job securing the basketball and not allowing any easy opportunities for Clark Summit.
We will see now as obviously the teams change baskets where they shoot. And now the Lady Lions will be shooting at what we find traditionally to be the unfriendly basket to our right and to the right from the vantage point of the webcast. So we'll see if they can keep up that 50% from beyond the arc. Here's Candice, and bodies hit the floor. They're going to call a foul on Richardson, I believe.
I'm going to say got it with the hook on the wraparound there. Tough to see that from the angle up here.
Defenders will inbound, and some pressure from the Lady Lions. Not too amped up, although they wanted to collapse as soon as they got it across the midcourt line. Pretty close to traveling. Singleton missed the three, and Richardson is out of there to Jenna Montana. Tried to go cross court. Picked off, though.
Good hands there by Calderon. I thought that was going to get through there. Jenna looking like she was going to go with the bounce pass there. Calderon able to get a hand on that one. Good effort.
Floorboard for McKee will give the defenders another opportunity. 10 on the shot clock. Outside, Ayton, catch and shoot. No. And another offensive board for Messenger. Opportunity number 3 for Clark Summit. There goes Singleton, and she is fouled by Olivia Richardson.
Good take by Singleton. Goes with a little bit of the in and out. Gets Olivia off balance a little bit, able to draw some contact. Finds herself at the line for 2.
Penn State Harrisburg Lady Lions have been getting out-rebounded in most games this season. Now, they are again today 21-15. But that's been early on. I mean, we're talking about 6th game of the year. But it's been pretty consistent over those 6 games that they get out-rebounded.
And they've got good size this year, too, though. So, good take by Richardson, not able to get that one to go. But the Lady Lions have good size as well. So, that is a surprising stat to hear.
There's going to be another turnover for Clark Summit. Yeah, you think, we counted on Anna Mahan a lot on the glass last year. But you got to get somebody in there to get that job done. And kind of like defense. It's a lot about hard work and positioning, really.
I mean, like you said, Jayla, leading rebounder last game, 6 rebounds there. So not necessarily always about having size, but being able to find the body, box out. Good finish there by Candace on the inside, but sometimes just being able to get a body. And when you play that guard position, if you're coming from the outside, sometimes it's just being able to do it. Jason Kidd was great with it. Russell Westbrook as well, being able to track that flight of the ball as it comes off the rim there and being able to kind of sky in from behind and grab those rebounds and get those floorboards.
Down to 10 on the shot clock for the defenders. To the basket they go, and helping from behind was Katie McKee, who gets the bucket.
And good cut there by McKee. Able to find herself loose inside the paint, gets to go.
Jayla tried the entry for Bailey Omig, and foul going to be called on Messenger. Second on Messenger. It's a 18-point lead for Penn State Harrisburg. 3 minutes into quarter number 3. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Jayla to inbound baseline. Gets it to Candace. She's open. She pulls the trigger. Off the iron. Swatted away by Singleton. It looked like Omig was in good position for that board, but Singleton over the top to knock it free. Here goes Singleton now at the offensive end with the Euro. She was blocked by Michaela Wright, but they will call a foul on Michaela.
And it's a tough one for Michaela there because she's reaching out, and just got to say where the official's standing at with his angle. Even if Michaela doesn't get all ball, again, it's how the official perceives it. Looks like you get hand. They're going to call hand on that one. If you're Michaela, again, just go straight up, though. There's nothing you could do with the Euro at that point. But, again, can't mind the foul. Make them earn it from the line.
Free throws number 6 and 7 today for Singleton. And she will be 4 of 7 after 1 of 2 on that trip.
Singleton doing a little bit of everything here this afternoon. 14 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists.
She is the leading scorer and the leading rebounder on the Clark Summit team. It is their 6th game as well. Both teams coming in at 2 and 3. Foul on Messenger. That's her 3rd. We'll see if Marvin Evans goes to the bench. He does. And Caroline Winkle will check in at the next stoppage. Jayla driving, scoring off the glass with the left.
Good job there by Jayla. Sets up that right to left crossover. 2 dribbles, able to get that left-handed floater to go.
Messenger didn't want that 2, and Calderon tried a long 2. Lost it over the baseline, but off Penn State Harrisburg. So Messenger does check out, and Caroline Winkle is in, and she will inbound baseline. 18 to shoot. Siani out high in that matchup zone. Kendis goes to the floor.
Good job by Kendis, staying strong, gets the offensive foul called against Clark Summit.
Calderon, that is her 4th foul. Kendis looked a little banged up when she hit the floor, winced, but apparently okay, stays on the floor.
It's never easy. It looks like she's rubbing that area right in the gut there. Got to wonder if she got that wind knocked out of her a little bit. It's never fun taking a charge.
Johnny Correa still in uniform, has the ice pack wrapped to her right shoulder. Don't expect that we will see her anymore today. Down low, probably, they're going to call a foul. Thought there might be a traveling violation whistled against Wright. But Singleton picks up her 2nd foul.
And good roll to the basket there by Wright. Good find by Kendis. Wright able to take some contact. Has a chance to get 2 from the free throw line.
Michaela from nearby Central Dauphin East in suburban Harrisburg, 1 out of 2. Paige Kubalak back onto the floor. Bailey Omig to the bench. And defense down the floor with 3 Lady Lions in Clark Summit's backcourt, but right over they go. Calderon, no trouble. Singleton looks to drive, pulls up, and gets a foul on Siani Red Howard. That's 3 on Siani with 5 minutes to go in the third. Ross Patrick has used 12 players this afternoon. Singleton the drive and the dish, and an easy bucket for Caroline Winkle. Another assist for Singleton.
That makes it 6 on the evening.
Michaela Wright down low, kicks it outside. Here's Paige. Ooh, they called her for traveling.
Looked like Paige.
Defenders, 15, 5, and 6. And with, almost 15 minutes of basketball left, it's not crazy to think that Singleton could work out a triple-double in this game.
I didn't want to say it, partner. We know that announcers jinx.
That's okay if we jinx the visitors.
Very true. That's a very, very good point. As a player, I don't want to ever speak on those things, though, because triple-double, it's very rare to get at any level. So when you see that happen and you're in striking range, you want to – it's like almost like a no-hitter almost. You don't want to speak on it.
Reminds me of the one time I was bowling. And it was just a casual. It was a school bowling, weekend afternoon. And just in the school outing, he had, I think, his first 6 or 7 strikes. Whew. And my wife looked up at the automatic scoring TV above the table. He rolled a strike and came walking back, and she looked up just very naturally and innocently. Hey, you have a perfect game going.
Oh.
And he just shook his head. He just shook his head and kept walking. But it was just not in league play or any kind of competition, just for fun. But nonetheless, as a sports fan and talking about that jinx of pitchers with no hitters and things like that, it's a funny moment for sure.
The very next one didn't ruin the perfect game, did it?
Yes, it did.
That's even worse.
Yep, that did it. There's a bucket for Michaela Wright down low, and nice assist from Paige Kubalak.
And good job. Draws that defender over, leaves Michaela Wright open underneath there, able to get that layup to go.
Back to 20, the lead for Penn State Harrisburg. Ayton drives into the paint, dragged the back foot. Ayton does her damage catch and shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's not going to score moving to the basket, but you better watch out if she's teeing it up from beyond the arc.
They got to start landing on 2 there. They look like they want to make these passes while they're picking that ball up and still moving. As the coaches would say, get that ball, land on 2, and decide where you want to go with that basketball. It's got to be, I think, the 3rd or the 4th turnover for Clark Summit in that scenario where they're looking to make a pass, and they're just not decisive enough with where they want to go, and they're going to get Michaela Wright for the offensive foul on that one. Great job by Singleton getting in position there, taking the charge.
Michaela Wright picks up her 3rd. Can't just say Michaela. There's a couple of Michaelas on the floor for Penn State Harrisburg. Singleton gets it to Ayton. Calderon. Everybody touching the ball for Clark Summit.
Yeah, great basketball by both teams here. Good basketball offensively from Clark Summit. Great ball movement. And Penn State Harrisburg had an answer for everything. Every time you thought Clark Summit made that extra pass, there was a Penn State Harrisburg showing right up there with a hand on the ball.
They'll get another opportunity after the missed 3 by Caroline Winkle. Singleton on the drive. Throws it up from the paint and will get back to the free throw line for her 8th and 9th free throws of the afternoon.
Good take again by Singleton. One thing I'm starting to see, partner, with her, she likes that in and out move to the right side. Doesn't don't feel like we've really seen her drive into the left using that left hand a little bit. Got to wonder if the coaching staff and the players recognize that also. I'd almost shade her right side when guarding her, have her try to use that left hand and force everything to the left there. Looks like every time she's going in, she wants to get back to that right hand.
Toes up the second free throw and in and out. 1 out of 2 again, so 5 out of 9 from the line for Singleton. 18 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. He's out of bounds off of Penn State Harrisburg. And Jenna Montana got a hand on it, but Singleton collected it and threw it between 2 teammates, and out of bounds it goes for the turnover.
I don't think Singleton thought she had a teammate that was going to be right where that ball went, and they were just kept moving. No one really just sat in place there.
Well, the coach was standing there in a dark suit. Clark Summit wearing their dark uniforms. Jenna Montana thought about the 3. Baseline drive, and that pass was just picked off easily by Calderon, and then she drew a foul.
And miscommunication there from Jenna and Michaela. Jenna saw Michaela cutting through the paint there, and if Michaela stayed right where she was at, where that ball was, where Jenna put it, she would have had herself an easy opportunity, but continued to go up towards the top of the key there, which allowed that Clark Summit defender to slide in and come up with the steal.
Foul was on Michaela Clagett, her second. Calderon at the line misses the first. And the second. Loose ball, Macy Carroll with the floorboard. Here they come, they have numbers if they hurry. Jenna gets it down low. Allie Walton looking for help. Macy Carroll will fire for 3. Back rim, but Clagett saved it for a moment, then lost control.
A good effort there by Michaela. Just want to make sure you gain possession in that basketball. Looks like she wanted to go floorboard, dribble that one out. Got to make sure you get 2 hands on the basketball. Secure the basketball. It's the most important thing you need.
Into the front court, official timeout.
There was a delay with the shot clock, it looks like. Heard the officials say put 23 on.
And Clark Summit will inbound at the hash mark in front of their bench. And they get it into Ayton, now Singleton. Working against Michaela Clagett with help from Jenna Montana. Calderon left alone for 3. A little strong. Offensive glass, but player shaken up was McKee. Clagett hits the floor hard. Macy Carroll missed. Paige Kubalak missed the second chance. And Ross Patrick didn't like the way it looked. I didn't like the way it looked.
Working that ball around offensively, finding the right person for the right shot here throughout this third quarter. Just not able to get a lot of those opportunities to fall, unfortunately. That famed right basket, as we would say.
Yeah, right. Out of the timeout.
Great play.
Inside they go. Oh, there's the hoop that you're talking about, as Allie Walton had that ball in the bucket and it just spit back out.
Allie just took that one for granted almost, you know what I mean? The minute she saw it starting to go through, started to walk away as Michaela and Paige with some good defense. Michaela comes up with it.
Clagett will reset. Thought about the 3 for a second, I think. We haven't seen her fire too many of those. Allie hands to Macy Carroll. Left side, scoop. High off the glass. Rebounded by Caroline Winkle. We'll get Allie working on that handoff and fake handoff that we saw Anna Mahan doing all the time.
Anna was great with that one. As Singleton draws the foul there, Anna phenomenal. Would fake that handoff, turn that corner. I would say probably at least half the time when they would run that action, Anna will find herself wide open for a layup on the inside, or at least able to make a play and go with the baseline pass to the corner there.
Singleton back to the line for numbers 10 and 11. It's like Joel Embiid. Never forget Anna came down last year before the season to watch a practice and Talked to her for a minute, and she came over with a big smile on her face. She said, "You're going to like us this year. We're going to fire up a lot of long twos." There's Claggett for three. Off the glass, no. One chance only. Calderon collected it, and here she comes right down the middle. Bounce pass down low, and I thought perhaps Morgan stepped on the baseline. Official right on the spot, though. There's a three for Winkle. No. And Allie's got that board. Sends it away to Macy Carroll, but she'll wait for help.
Each team just ice cold this quarter, it feels like, compared to that first half.
Inside Allie, double teamed, and they'll call a held ball. It will go to Clark Summit.
I like the pass on the inside there, trying to get Allie a bucket on the inside. But if you're Michaela, you were wide open in the corner there. Thought she could have went up with that one.
And I don't think Allie had any idea that the second defender was there either as she turned to the basket. Thought she was seeing double. Inside Morgan. Foul. It's going to be Page.
On the pass.
3 on Page. 13.3 to go. Third quarter, shot clock unplugged. And Karita Morgan at the free throw line. One out of two. They scramble for the rebound, and it was Winkle coming out of there with it. Calderon missing the three. Macy Carroll's got the board. And they just collide with Paige Kubalak. And close to in and out there for Singleton. But fortunately, they couldn't get another shot up at the basket. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. It's 61-43. Penn State Harrisburg leads it after three. Siani Red Howard's 14 is team high. Jayla Galbraith and Candace Butler 11 apiece, and Singleton still the only player in double figures for Clark Summit. She's got 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists.
And that would have been a big bucket for Clark Summit there to push that lead down to 16 right at the buzzer going into the fourth quarter. Would have just given you a little bit of momentum. Maybe you could take that momentum, get off to a nice little 5-6-0 run to start the quarter, cut it to single digits, but tough there getting that turnover, not being able to convert right at the end of the third quarter if you're Clark Summit.
You know, sometimes we see these teams early on in the season before.
And Penn State Harrisburg, and then you got that around that same point differential in this game with the common opponent.
Underway in the fourth. Lady Lions with the possession arrow to start. Siani into the paint, kicks it outside. Jayla Galbraith knocks down the three.
Great ball movement there. Siani able to turn that corner. Defense draws in, leaves Jayla wide open in the corner for that three-pointer. And, you know, we talk about it on the guys' team last time we saw them play with having a good amount of players that could put up anywhere between 10 to 15 on a nightly basis. I'm looking at the girls' team from just what we've seen in these two games. They've looked like they've got about 5-6 players that could do that also. You've got Jayla who could do it, Bailey, Candace, Jenna Montana, Gianni when she's healthy. It's about a good 5 to 7 players that play a good amount of minutes that, you know, could give you a good 10 to 15 points consistently on a nightly basis and potentially even more if they're shooting the rock well.
Yep, makes it a dangerous team to defend. And rolling and spinning and scoring, Karita Morgan. Here is Bailey Omig and Olivia Richardson with the drive, the scoop, and a foul.
And good take by Liv there. A little bit of the ball fake gets the defender off balance. She looks like she's got some good length also, able to outstretch that left arm a little bit, takes the contact, able to get that ball up with an opportunity at the three-point line, but gets the contact, finds herself at the line for two.
First foul of the game on Ayton. Lady Lions now below 50%. If Olivia makes this one, they'll be right on 50%, and she does. 20-point lead. And I think that free throw percentage is a little easier to swallow with the 20-point lead. You're in a close game and you look at that and you think, my goodness, if we'd made more free throws, we would have been fine. Candace buries one from the corner.
As a coach, though, they're going to get Candace. I think her momentum was taking her a little bit, and she gets the foul. But if you're Coach Patrick, you're not happy about it, but you got to yell at your team for something, right? You can't tell them that they did everything right over the course of a game. There needs to be something you could go in there and say, we got to improve on that.
Candace Butler commits a foul, her second. Calderon against the pressure. Jayla Galbraith looked like she got a hand on it but couldn't knock it away, and Candace gets a hand on that and knocks it out of play. Lady Lions forced 25 turnovers at Hood on Tuesday night in that win. And they're playing more of that kind of defense today, getting a lot of hands on basketballs. Here is Candace. Richardson for three. No. Offensive board, Omig. Jayla Galbraith gives it right back to Bailey, who fires a three back iron, and Jayla's got that floorboard. First rebound of the day for Jayla Galbraith, who had a game-high 6 on Tuesday. Now some patient offense for the Lady Lions, and a foul going to be called on Karita Morgan.
Yeah, big lead here in the fourth quarter, 23 points. This is where you really want to make sure your team knows the X's and O's of what you're doing there. Work those plays through. Try and look for those little tidbits, if you will, in that offense where you maybe want to get that swung to the outside, but if you have that opportunity for the back door, you go ahead and take that back door opportunity. And a tremendous take there by Singleton with the left. We talked about that in the third quarter, forcing her to her left. Good hop step there, left-handed scoop. Gets that one to go.
Singleton up to 16, and she would have a bunch more if she was shooting better from the free throw line, although she converts that three-point play. 18, and that'll give her 19.
She'd be at her average, right?
Yeah.
What is that? We got 6 of 12 from the free throw line. Yep.
Down the floor, Siani behind everybody, lays it up and in, freebie.
And that just can't happen if you're Clark Summit there. You're trying to continue to chip into this lead. Good job by Liv stepping up there.
Here's Jayla away, reverse with the right. She scores it.
Yeah, but for Clark Summit on that last defensive possession, cannot allow anyone to get behind you in the press. And you had 3 gray jerseys who all could have taken that one in.
Calderon seeing pressure, and they get the steal, and Candace wanted Bailey on that backdoor cut. Bailey was a little slow, didn't get there, and I think Siani going to be called for a foul. It's 4 on Siani.
Looks like Coach Patrick's just going to let her ride it out here.
Yep.
She picks up the 5th. She picks it up.
6:55 to go. 24-point cushion for the Lady Lions, who are looking like they'll have a 3 o'clock tip-off tomorrow afternoon against the winner of Lehman and Juniata, which will be coming up about a half an hour after the conclusion of this game. Singleton short on the 3. Out of bounds it goes. Team rebound, Penn State Harrisburg. Johnny's on the bench now with the T-shirt on, so officially out, we think, as we suspected, given the margin on the scoreboard. Jayla for 3. A little bit of an in and out there, and Bailey Oming had her hands on the rebound but couldn't control it. Defenders in the half court. Here's a three-pointer, a little bit strong from Messenger. Rebounded by Richardson, and she got fouled. Fourth on Messenger. Kristen Winkle checks in. Singleton will come to the bench with her 19 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. Messenger checks out as well. Kailani Araniva back onto the floor. Jayla at the controls in the half court. Siani from the top. She'll fire it. Can't get the bucket. And a nice play down low by Bailey Omig and finding Candace Butler, as two Clark Summit players each thought the other was going to collect that rebound. Here goes Siani again. Strong and quick to the basket. Gets the two. Clark Summit maybe letting it slip away mentally a little bit now late in this game.
And it feels like they're forgetting their press principles almost. They're dribbling into double teams. They're dribbling into triple teams, going right into that coffin corner area where you've got the half court line and the out of bounds line that can act as that extra defender. Got to make sure you don't forget those, even though what you see the score as. Got to make sure you're coming back to the basketball, give your teammate an option so they don't have to be forced to go into those coffin corner areas in those double teams.
Calderon to the hoop on the left. No. Jenna Montana with the rebound to Siani, and now ill-advised skip pass looking for Kendis was picked off. Calderon back to the basket on the right side, missed that one. Clagett, the rebound ahead to Siani, who will get another easy one. Siani padding the numbers now. She is up to 20. High scorer in the game. Calderon drives in and hits the runner from the lane.
Good job by Calderon there. Lands on two. Just able to get that one to go.
Here goes Siani again. Nobody stepped up to play defense on her, and she took it right to the hoop.
Man, someone's got to step up there. I mean, if you cannot leave Siani with that wide open lane there, she's going to take advantage every time.
22 for Siani. She looked over to the bench and was like, they weren't guarding me. I had to take it to the hoop. And Calderon, instant replay from the last trip down the floor, gets a bucket. Jenna. Underhand pass inside and banking it home was Olivia Richardson.
And good job by Olivia there as well. Cuts to the basket, gives Jenna an option. Able to get the pass from Jenna, puts it home.
Now the lead is 30. It's 82-52. Calderon lost control of the ball, but did get the pass to Winkle. Single digits on the shot clock. You're going to have to fire something at the bucket. Ooh. And pulling up short on the shot was Araniva. But second opportunity, but they turn it over. And Ross Patrick gets the timeout. He didn't even want to call the huddle. He just wanted the stoppage to bail out the players who were getting trapped. Webcast from nearby Harrisburg with family. Pops and the Lady Lions getting the job done today. Clagett gets some help from Kubalak. Inside they go. Michaela Wright scores it down low.
Good job by Michaela there. Again, gets the post position. One dribble, able to go with the drop step, puts it home.
7 points today for Michaela Wright. Clock ticks under 3. The lead is 32. Still playing some pressure defense. Got to like the Lady Lions for that.
I think Coach Patrick wants to make sure they're in shape for tomorrow's championship game. Only one practice coming off the Thanksgiving Day break. They're used this time again. Continue to work on that win. Get those lungs back where they need to be.
Off the Corita Morgan travel. Turnover. The Lady Lions will attack again. Into the corner. Macy Carroll stepped on the sideline. Saw that one from up here.
And just got to take that half second. I know you want to go with that quick head fake, get going there. Got to make sure you know where your feet are at, though.
12 players onto the floor today for Penn State Harrisburg. And 9 of them have gotten into the scoring column. Clagett, Jenna Montana has not scored yet, and nor has Paige.
Jenna, I'm surprised at that, though. I saw that earlier as well, but doing a lot of other things, though. 6 assists, 6 rebounds on the evening.
Fired one there, but it came up short.
Just hoping the announcers jinx would work in the opposite direction.
Right. No such luck. We have a whistle.
I think just a quick timeout for a substitution.
.24 on the shot clock for Clark Summit as they inbound. Fortunately for them, no Lady Lions player back there to collect that errant pass. In the paint, shot thrown up hard off the glass by Morgan. Macy Carroll brings it forward. Jenna Montana around the screen and a nice pass down low for Michaela Wright, who gets the finish.
Good screen and roll action there. Beautiful pass by Jenna, able to hit Michaela in stride. Puts that one home. Assist number 7 on the evening for Jenna Montana.
Little Harden and Embiid action there. Montana with the rebound. Here she comes. Clagett to the hoop. Shot was blocked. No foul called. And back comes Clark Summit.
You got to wonder if the officials on that one, not that you like to see the officials dictate what calls they make based off of time, scoring, things of that nature. But given the time and score of this one right here, got to wonder if the official thought maybe some contact, but not enough that I'm going to blow the whistle on this one.
To the line goes Kristen Winkle, the younger of the Clark Summit Winkle sisters out of Ocean City, New Jersey. 1 out of 2 from the line. Makes it 86-55, 47.8 to go. Juniata and Lehman getting set to warm up on the floor as the final minute ticks away in this one. McLean to the hoop. The bench was anxious to see her get an opportunity, and she's going to get it from the free throw line. Nope, they're going to say inbound now. Only the team's 4th, so no free throws. There she is. She'll fire a 3. It's going to be short, and Clark Summit will let it get out of bounds. Good encouragement, though, from the Penn State Harrisburg bench.
Yeah, they wanted her to get on the score sheet bad.
Shot clock unplugged into the final 20 seconds or so as Clark Summit attacks. Down low they go to Morgan, turns and scores. One more chance for Penn State Harrisburg. We'll see if they get it to McLean. Nah, they're just going to dribble it out.
They're going to let him dribble it out.
Yep. So the Penn State Harrisburg Lady Lions get back into the win column on the home floor and ended up with 86 in an 86-57 win.
25-point fourth quarter from them.
Not bad. Siani Red Howard led all scorers with 22. Jayla Galbraith with 16, as did Kendis Butler. And Clark Summit, 2 players in double figures. Elizabeth Singleton, their leader, 19.6 rebounds, 6 assists. And Serene Calderon with 14. Lady Lions improved to 3-3, even their mark at 1-1 at home, and they'll advance to the championship of the Pride, Spirit, and Honor tournament tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock against the winner of our second game today. But Lady Lions came out today, partner, and did what they had to do. Appeared to be a little bit of an overmatched Clark Summit team, but Lady Lions went about their business.
Yeah, that's what you have to do at